Social Paintball here today, and as you can see, you've got an array of I4 lenses in front of me, and here I got a black and gold I4 mask. I'm going to be doing some interesting new videos. I have the support of Hustle Paintball going forward with some of my crazy ideas here on videos that I think will be helpful to all of you as you're starting out playing paintball. This is especially for new players looking to buy equipment or people interested in certain specific equipment. So, but in general, we're going to be cramming a lot into the videos and not just doing one topic per video. I know that's probably not as favorable as you're searching through topics, but really this is for our regular viewers and sharing as much information we can as possible with them in an efficient manner. So Bob's going to, my target with the camera in his eye, if you all remember the video, Bob's going to be getting an I4 mask. He'll be wearing that, and we'll be going through each of these lenses that Hustle's provided. We've got a rose lens, clear lens, a yellow lens, amber lens, a smoke lens, and a titanium mirror lens. I also have the fade lens, but as I understand it, the fade lens is not going to be available for much longer. Maybe they're changing something there, I'm not sure. But the fade lens is pretty similar to the amber lens, so maybe I'll take mine and put it on Bob as well and show you the view with mine as well. So those are all the lenses that I could come up with their support. Blue is the hardest one to find. It's actually not very popular and out of stock pretty much everywhere. I tried to buy it through other sites and I couldn't find it. So that's what we're going to do as the first part of this segment, is get ideas with me coming at Bob of what these lenses look like, and hopefully it'll help you choose a lens and get more information without having to go out and try it. Some of us just don't have places nearby where we can do that, so hopefully this video will help. Next, what we're going to do is I'm going to have some different barrel blocking devices. We're going to have kind of your standard barrel sock, and I've got some different kinds here. So a couple ones. Here's an NXT one, there's a flask one. So Hustle's provided as many different ones as we could come up with. I've got some of my own that you're going to see in the mix here. They're not right here in front of me. I even got some really unique ones like this custom barrel sock that an individual makes, and I'll put his information in the link. Beastie at TechPB makes these custom barrel socks that are sewn into little animals, so I'll give you all the bird later. You know, that'll be pretty funny. Put him on the end. And what we're going to do is, as I'm coming at Bob and shooting, I'm going to actually have a barrel sock on, and I'm going to do like a durability test. We're going to see if we can blow through these. I've always been curious. I've had my gun go off a few times. It's a light, touchy trigger, and I've almost blown through a couple socks. Just curious as to whether different designs are more durable. We've got more of a flimsy material here. Some of you know there's cheaper versions of barrel socks, and there's some that are reinforced more on the inside, like this NXT one. Last one's reinforced. This is a custom one made with I can't quite feel in it here, but it's wrong. I think that's a little bit reinforced. I think most of all barrel socks are reinforced a little bit, but the materials vary and the style vary. Also have a barrel plug. We'll shoot that out, see if we can hurt Bob with that. Get an idea if that's a myth or not, whether or not those barrel plugs are really dangerous and will fly out at people, or if they just kind of get lost because there's no way to carry them. So as we're doing that, each segment with a different lens and different barrel sock, we're going to then, I'm going to have a mess on my hands. So we're going to go through some different types of swabs and squeegees. We've got pull-through squeegees. There's one by Allen Paintball Products. Here's a swab by Exalt. Here's a dye fuzzy stick. Some of these are similar, so I'll only be taking and using probably one of them. Here's more of a hard swab with the option to put a towel in the end. I think there's a T part for that. And we've got a V Pro kind of folding one here that is a hard stick that has the kind of circle at the end. There's advantages and disadvantages, little tips and tricks I'm going to throw in there. We're not going to dwell on this, but I did want to include essentially some little tips and tricks for the new players on items about all these things that we carry with us, advantages and disadvantages, and my tips and what I do with this stuff, how I clean my lenses, how I carry all this stuff for cleaning with me, what swabs I prefer, and things of that nature. So it's a lot to do in one video, but I know we can do it, and I hope you enjoy it. Leave some feedback. One last item. Bob's going to be wearing a t-shirt. Hustle Paintball donated here. It says paintball sucks on it. It sucks for Bob, that's for sure. And I guess I'll do my first YouTube giveaway. I'm not big into giveaways online here, but with this I'll make an exception with my kind of twisted sense of humor. And you can have Bob's shirt after I'm done with it if you really want it. I'll be throwing it in a box. If you want to win this, make sure you really want it, because I'm just going to throw it in a box and mail it to the winner. So I'll pick from drawing of whoever leaves a comment that they want Bob's dirty shirt, and we'll send it out to you. So that's what we have. Let's go out and do it, and I'll talk about it in a little bit. See ya. Hi Bob, he's got the titanium mirror on right now. 273, 274, 275. This gives the flask, barrel sock, our first test subject, if you will. I don't think it really matters that it's their brand name, but just so you know, I think anything of this type with the reinforced stitching in here, there's just a piece of nylon strapping across this direction, will fail just the same. So let's give it a shot, see how we do. There's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're getting messy now. Flask barrel sock, pretty much a full pod. There you go, Bob, check it out. So as you can see, the flask through a full pod just about. I ran out of air. I'll go fill up here. And no tears. A little bit of stress fracturing going on here. I don't know if you can see it. Starting to get stressed. And but did not fail through a whole pod. Point blank in front of Bob at just under 280 feet per second. So that works pretty good. Worked as it should. Bob. And I've got the NXC barrel sock on now. So really, after that little one not failing, I don't think any barrel sock I have today here is going to fail. I'll mess this one up though, as promised. So, hey Bob, how you doing, buddy? Oh, that just went flying. So after the first shot on the ion, this sock actually just shot right off. So let me tighten it up. Good and tight here. Try to keep that from happening again. Okay, we got that good and tight. Okay, so tightened up the back strap there so that doesn't happen again. Hopefully we'll see if this NXC one holds up. Full hopper. Same chrono speeds. Hey Bob, how you doing, buddy? Let's see if it's dirty. Ugh, get me dirty, Bob. Quite the paint job, Bob. Oh, we're through. We are through. NXC one broke. So, not even with just about a quarter of a pod, and we're through on Bob. Let me zoom in so you can see that. You can clearly see the shots on Bob. That would have really hurt Bob. Sorry, man. So I'll go ahead and take this off. I want you to see that there. Boom, right out the end. Right through the reinforced strap. Clean shot right out. So maybe it's the tension that did it, but with too little tension, the thing blew right off the end. Too much tension, or just anyways, boom, right through it. And this gun was just chronoed at 275 to 280. You saw it, so. So there's Bob looking at me through rose-colored glasses. I'm gonna give you the bird, Bob. Say hello to my little friend, Bob. Let's hope it doesn't fail. Here we go, birdie. There's 1, 2. The bird is filling up. The bird's ass is full. This is not pretty. Okay, the bird did not fail, but his ass did. He's got a full belly. So, here's our bird. He's shitting paintballs. Nasty. That bird took a beating. One thing that I do is I've got around a strap on my pants. I've actually looped through a little dump pouch and I put it into my pocket. And this carries all my lens cleaning supplies and my clean rags until I'm ready to use them. So that's one thing I recommend, because then if it falls out, it just swings. It just swings behind you, you don't lose it. So I just stuff that in my pocket. That works out good. There we go. Hey, Bob. Okay. So, here's Bob looking at me right in front again with the yellow lens on. We're going to test out a barrel plug, see if we can shoot it at Bob, see how far it goes. I'll hold the chrono up, see if we can chrono it. I doubt it. I mean, if it goes above 140 feet per second out of the end of my barrel, I'll be surprised, but we'll do it. So let's do that next. We're going to see how fast or if or you know what it does shooting out of it. So let's give it a shot. I'll get the chrono. It's going to be paint behind it, so it might chrono the paint. You're at least going to see it fly towards Bob here. Hey Bob, say cheese. Yeah, so it chronoed the paint. As you can see, it flew past Bob there, I'd say about 30 feet. If you had masks on, the velocity didn't look significant. But if you were up close and you didn't have a mask on, then that could be a problem. So that sucker did blow out. Best to go with the socks. So there you have it on the barrel plug. I think I'm going to leave it there because I really don't want anybody to use it, especially my kids. This time we've got Wrap 4 barrel sock. It's kind of a small little thing. Got a nice strap on it. And we're going to tension it up just like we did the NXC. Got a full pod here. Ready to go. Let's see what happens. Aim for his chest. And I'm just going to do one at a time. I'm not going to go too fast, but... Oh! First couple just blew the sock right off the end. So you can see, blew the sock right off the end, even with the tension. And guess what? I'll show Bob. We've already got it broken through. And already ripped on the other side. And that was a new Wrap 4 sock. Had never been used. It's been in my basement, but it's never been used actively at all. Never been shot before. We put like maybe what? I'll have to count it back, but 3, 4 shots maybe? And it's already blown through. Let me just finish it off. Yeah, after 10 shots, we're going right through it now. There's a clear hole. And we'll show it to the big camera here. So that's the Wrap 4 barrel sock. Definitely no go on that one. And you know, to be fair, it was tight like the NXC. It failed. I'm gonna put the flask back on. See if I can get it to fail with the strap tent. So we've already shot this one up. I'm putting that nasty thing back on my barrel. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this one to, you know, make sure this is really tight like the other ones, just to be fair. That's really tight. Okay, it's on there tight. See if we can get it to fail. 2 shots. 2 shots. So moral of that story, don't have that strap be tight at all. But you gotta have it tight a little bit, or else, you know, it's just gonna fly off after the first shot. I don't know what to say after this. This is really interesting. This might require more, you know, looking into. But, you know, this one had already taken a pounding. It sat there for a while, but as soon as I tightened that up, put a couple shots through, boom, right through. So that tension on the end against the barrel, pulling that taut, is not good. So I would say you want this tight, but not too tight. Bird did the best. Had the tight strap, filled his belly. So that's all I got for breaking barrel socks. That's 3 I've broken. So let's look at the rest of Bob's lenses. So here's me standing right in front of Bob. Her I4 lens. It's probably a little darker than that yellow. I want to get up pretty close, so you can see me. Contour isn't that great when you get far away there. It doesn't zoom or anything. So I really don't know what you're seeing yet. I'm hoping this works. Sun's going behind the clouds there. We got a hurricane coming. I want you to see a stream of paint going by Bob. So let's do it. Hey Bob. Gotta be careful. Don't want to shoot Bob's lens. Back up a little bit. Hey Bob. Coming right by you. I think I'm getting better at the trigger. Myra's gonna be proud of me. Little. Shouldn't speak too soon. Yeah, that's really tinted. I'll probably zoom in with the camera now so you can just see the look of this though, because that's the cool part about this lens. The smoke lens looks pretty badass. So here's Bob with the smoke lens on. And I know the big camera's gonna make me look closer, but I'm actually about 20 feet back from Bob. So let's take a look at this. Here you go, Bob. There you go. Smoke lens. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I want to know if shooting point blank if I can break this lens. Okay, so we're gonna chrono the gun again, load it up, putting this on Bob. Sorry about the I4, it's gonna take some paint, but I want to see if I can break this and then see how scratched up it is later. I'll do another close-up later so you can see it after what I do to it here. I'm gonna do bad things to it for you. 285, 280, 283. There's Bob, it's coming at him. Ready, Bob? See if we can finish him off. I'm going up closer. 10 feet or so. Come on, break. I'm about 5 feet, 5 feet, about 3 feet, about 2 feet. And I'm out of paint. No problem, my paint's right here. Not sure what you're seeing at this point. Here's my gun, I think you're seeing it. I'm about 2 feet away, I'm just trying to get this fucker to break. Break. Come on. Okay, we're gonna go right on it. Right on it. right on his lens. Okay, I'm right on it. I'm gonna back up a little, but the gun's gonna be right on it. Need more paint. Another full hopper here. I'm out of air. Lens did not fail. Camera might have stopped working, I'm not sure, but if not, you at least got this one camera view. Let's go back inside. I got a bunch of stuff to clean up, including myself. I've got two categories. We've got stick devices and we've got flexible squeegee devices. And the flexible devices, they're great because they store so well. You can cram them up into a little ball, put them in a pocket, a pouch, or you can attach them end to end and wear them like a necklace around your neck. Readily available, just pull it and quickly accessible. They do a great job of cleaning the flexible devices. Some of them, like the Hustlepaintball paintball one, has a little cloth on the end that comes through last thing and really puts a nice finish on. These most standard ones, you basically just pull them through and all the paint comes out, and then you find yourself swinging these around or trying to wipe them off. That's one disadvantage of this squeegees, is that the paint is just loose on the device itself and it's running off of it, as opposed to a lot of the stick devices have swabs that hold the paint as well as clean. So that can be good, it can be bad. I think in general you probably on the first pass will get a better clean barrel with a flexible device, but the swab devices have other advantages. You're able to push out the paintball that's jammed in the barrel. Quite often you'll get balls that are jammed in here. Maybe you're underboring, maybe you just got a bunch of them got stacked in there and they're stuck in there. So having a stick device to push them through is necessary. So even if you have a flexible one along with you, you're going to be screwed if you don't have some sort of stick device as well. So I recommend the stick devices. 2 swabs is what I do. One for the first pass to get the paint off, and then I have another pocket. I'll take out a swab that's my second pass swab, and I've treated it with just a little bit of silicone lubricant on the pads, and so when I put that one through, it leaves a nice mirror finish on with the silicone that's nice and slick. So that's what I personally do, is I go with the swabs. I don't even bother with these, but I know a lot of people prefer these, and I wanted you to see some different takes on it. Make sure your swab or your squeegee is longer than the barrel you're using. So it's really easy to take one of these off and you've never thought about it. You go ahead and you're in the game, you stick it in there. There you go. Your barrel is now really plugged. Big freaking mess, but a whole lot of fun. That's what paintball should be, fun. So, conclusions. Well, first of all, if you've got a barrel sock, do not tighten up the back plug so that this is purely taut, because as we saw, if this is taut and very tight, that barrel is pressing right up against the end and fitting tight and making a nice tight film for a ball to slam into and break through. Say go with the bird. Call up Beastie. Get yourself a custom barrel sock with that extra layer of Beanie Baby protection. I think it works. That's just what it was. I actually expected to blow through that one first. I was really surprised the NXT one was the first one to go. In terms of swabs, I recommend actually what I use and what I recommend are bomb swabs. You go to bombswabs.com. You can get little custom labels for them. I don't think that's really worth it, but and the sticks are wooden, but the swabs are just really great. They're really nice. Bushiest ones I've seen. The Exalt one would be great as well. Exalt, I don't know, I just find that every product that I use of theirs that I review, I really love it. I think they really know paintball and they know how to put something together for paintball. I wouldn't go with squeegees at all. Stick with the swabs. I told you I did with 2 of them, so that's how I'd go with that. And in terms of the i4 lenses, I hope the footage on Bob comes out. I haven't reviewed it yet. And the i4s really took a pounding there at the end and did not break, even point blank. I scratched the shit out of them, but no detectable cracks. Just pock marks on the lenses themselves, which I always get those marks when I get hit with paint in the face. You'll see a little, some little spread pattern on the lenses. So they held up really, really well. I was surprised. I really let them have it. I'm feeling inside now there. And I don't know how this happened, but see if you can see it. I'm going to do my best. Right where my finger is, let's see if I can use the light there. There's actually a dent on the interior lens, not the exterior. So right behind where all those pockmarks are, on the inside, there's actually a dent. And it bent in. It's good to know that it could take that kind of damage. That's not to say every lens is going to perform that way, or you should even try this, or count on it. No, definitely do not count on it. But I was just curious to see how that would stand up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It really made a mess out of me. It was a lot of work, a lot of running around. I'm a one-man gang, so I don't know if I'll take on something as epic as this many parts at once again, but it was definitely fun to try it out, and interested to hear all your feedback. So take care.
Twist the tongue, make everybody cheer. Breathe the moon, inhale the light year. Who's the goons that's ready to fight beers in the booth?